and welcome to Tech to Tech presented by KYZEN, where we will explore common cleaning questions and answers. Let's get started. I would like to introduce KYZEN's own Beth Bivins.
Thank you, William. Today I'm going to talk about a case study that we recently created uh, to tell you about how to convert a new vapor degreasing to a new vapor degreasing solvent for medical device cleaning in particular. So the opportunity is that many medical device manufacturers these days are using vapor degreasing for in-process or final cleaning due to the parts having blind holes, being small, needing to have very dry parts at the end. So that's why a lot of people use vapor degreasing. And the solvents that are currently used are now subject to discontinuation, such as the 3M Novec products. They're being phased out, the HFCs, which are known as Virtrel. There's all kinds of scrutiny over PFAS, and the EPA is reviewing a lot of these solvents for much lower permissible exposure limits, such as N-propyl bromide and trichloroethylene. So the medical device industry needs a future-proof solution for vapor degreasing critical parts. The challenge is that a lot of these products will be gone within the next year to two, and the qualification of a new solvent is very time-consuming and costly. Medical device manufacturers have to qualify and verify a cleaning process, and they only want to do it once because it's very expensive. So most people cannot do this initial screening of cleaning products in-house. And then once the parts are clean, they have to pass a variety of tests such as cytotoxicity, endotoxicity, chemical compatibility. They could need to have heavy metals testing. Those tests are, like I said, very expensive, and they could take weeks or even months to complete. So time is of the essence. So the process is that we are able at KYZEN to help customers with initial parts cleaning. So we can do some initial cleaning trials, some solvent screening, cleanliness testing, and help you narrow down what solvents you might like to try further. Because we have over 3 vapor degreasers, we have regular open top vapor degreasers, and we have vacuum vapor degreasers. We have 4 solvents, and then we have other cleaning options as well. We have a variety of cleanliness verification capabilities, such as visual inspection, surface tension, dynes testing, contact angle, FTIR, scanning electron microscope, particle count, non-volatile residue, and we can also measure weight loss, weight gain, evaporation rate. We have a very extensive lab. And the picture on the right is just a photo of a standard 2-sump vapor degreaser in case you're not familiar with that. So here are a couple of real-world examples that we've recently completed trials for customers in our lab. So the first customer is a manufacturer of medical diagnostic equipment, and they came to our lab. They brought parts. They spent 2 whole days, and they had at least 5 different types of parts, 4 different soils, including water-soluble ones, regular oil. They had some dust, some grit, some fairly nasty soils. And we cleaned all these parts, probably hundreds of parts, in 4 different solvents in the same vapor degreaser. We kept changing out the solvent in one machine because they wanted to not have the variability of different types of equipment. And they used a fluoroscope to evaluate cleanliness because all of the soils were fluoresce, so I actually measure the level of soil left on the parts by using fluorescence. So the second one is a medical implant manufacturer, knees, hips, shoulders, and they were also in our lab for 2 days. They brought at least 10 different types of parts, all contaminated with the same oil. We cleaned those in our product METALNOX M6901 and the same vapor degreaser that they have in their plant, which we happen to have in our lab. We also did a whole bunch of other testing in our lab, like evaporation rate of the solvent. We weighed the parts before and after cleaning. And then we took a select few parts and packaged them and sent them to an outside lab for various testing that they have to do to verify the process. So the solution, after quite a few different customer trials, is our product called METALNOX M6901. It is not a PFAS. It does not contain HFEs or HFCs, which will be subject to phasing out and phasing down. It has a boiling point of 118 Fahrenheit. It's non-flammable. It can clean a variety of soils. It dries with no residue. And we've determined that it shows the best cleaning performance to date on all these medical devices that we've tested. And as a result, the two customers that I mentioned previously are now testing the product in their own vapor degreasers in their plants. So the conclusion is that the current vapor degreasing solvents for medical devices are disappearing quickly, and most will not be available after about 2 years from now. So it's important to work with a supplier like KYZEN or others who can assist with the initial screening of replacements, and that will accelerate your qualification process and ensure a continued supply so you don't have to shut your process down because you can't get the product that you're using. So a couple of frequently asked questions that might come up. What tests must I run on my clean parts to qualify a new cleaning solvent? Unfortunately, the answer to that is it depends. It depends on the end use of your product. If it's implanted in the body, there will be a much more rigorous battery of testing that you have to do compared to something that's not in direct contact with the body. We can help you with that. We can refer you to labs that do that type of testing and that will help you to determine what you need to do. The second question, can I evaluate other types of cleaning processes to clean my parts? Yes, of course. There are all different types of cleaning processes, aqueous. The most important thing is to just validate that it's going to work. And what information will KYZEN provide after lab cleaning trials? We will provide a detailed report. We'll provide data sheets, information on all the equipment we used. Really, pretty much anything that you need or want, we can provide in the form of a report or information. And then will KYZEN assist in converting a vapor degreaser to a new solvent? And the answer to that is yes, absolutely. We have a team of people that that is their job, is to go out and help with vapor degreaser conversions and to make sure that our product is running properly in your vapor degreaser. So that concludes my presentation, and I will turn it back over to William.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you guys for tuning in to this Tech to Tech session. If you would like to discuss this topic further or have any questions that were not answered during the session, please contact your local KYZEN regional manager or send an email to tech@kyzen.com, and we will have someone follow up with you as soon as possible. Do you want to have exclusive access to future content sent directly to your inbox, or do you know someone who would benefit from these sessions? The answer is yes. Go to tech2tech.kyzen.com and fill out the subscription form. And if you like this video, be sure to follow us on our social media platforms for more expert cleaning content.